Woo, what's going on? Going straight into the video today, Sunday evening. Hope y'all had an awesome weekend. It's your boy, Z Rex. It's no noise. Gonna do a little weekly wrap up. The weeklies are closed. Futures are open for the new week here. By weekly close, I was kind of confusing. I meant for crypto. But the new week starts right now. So let's get right into it. Total 2. Not so great close today. It is a little bit of an indecision candle, so might have been the best type of candle besides a very bullish one to be at this range. Let's see how the weekly closed. The weekly is not very sexy, engulfed the previous one, but we are still above the 10 simple, so it's not really that big of a deal. I know a lot of people are probably freaking out. There are some pretty good sell-offs in different altcoins, but it's just like, man, whatever. It's still above the 10 simple. I mean, we had an engulfing candle back here. We'll see how it plays out. This week will be definitely super important. And you can see this last week just touched right on the 10 as well. So let's go back. Let's just go into Mama Bear. This thing finally stalled. Yes, it finally did for a day or two. Yep, 2 days now. It's posted up on the lows. But as we've seen before, this thing just has no momentum at all. So that's not really giving us anything useful. I think the biggest thing is this weekly that closed and the daily. So the daily also has this little kind of indecision doji type candle down here in the middle of the freaking lower end of this big range, which is about low 40s to about 60K. And that's a pretty funny candle to print right here. So the market's not definitively saying this is a selling zone. The bulls did defend these two lows over here on these two dailies. Or I guess about 4 daily candles. But anyway, a close below there, I would have been a lot more bearish. And I think overall, it is still looking pretty bearish. But below that would have been real ugly. We'll see what happens starting today. Let's zoom in a tad. We did already kind of sell right to the lower horizontal. You can see this 8-hour, the low time frame is governing price pretty well. We started putting in a pretty nice pattern back here, but it got engulfed and had immediate follow through. That's never what you want to see, a candle like this against a moving average on the momentum that usually is going to start trending back in the direction that it was going in this case. That is to the downside. But anyway, I mean, really, this thing is pretty nasty, but it's really got to take out these lows over here, and that's why this horizontal is this next spot. We've been talking about it for a while, this lower 40,000 area. So as long as that's holding, and the 200's coming right up underneath it too. So it's just a very interesting spot. Nothing really has changed much since the last couple of videos. I guess the one thing this looked kind of good, but everyone and their mom was wanting the hopium, I guess, from that. And it's funny. Looks like the bears took advantage of that. But now we're just right here on these lows. Let's go to the weekly, because I think the weekly is pretty damn hilarious. We're talking about yesterday, and probably we're all watching the same movie, so probably everyone's looked at this that knows how to halfway read a chart. And we're looking at the weekly 21 EMA. And if we pull up the number, you can see up here in the upper left, it's this yellow number right behind there. And I had to do this earlier because I was like, wait, did it close on it or above it? Hey, what's going on? The Pecan Street fam, how are y'all doing? But yeah, so it gets right damn, I mean, look at this number at the upper left over there where I had the cursor, 46,417. And then if you look right here in this area, 46,444. I mean, what the absolute hell? That's pretty damn funny because that's like literally right above it. It couldn't be pretty much any harder to decide. I mean, yeah, it's above it, but like, is it? I don't know. That is a hilarious close to me for that price. What is that? Like 17 to 44. It's a lot of fours in there too. 4, 6, 4, 4, 4. There's probably some numerology in there, man. It's the Freemasons, dude. They did it, man. They're controlling Bitcoin now. Let me tell you, man. All right, anyway. Let's go look over here. I wanted to zoom in on this time scale and see where these bodies close. Yeah, pretty much like all where we are now. So, same shit as the last couple videos. As long as we're above and in this range, this is the current range we're in. That's it. And this candle, this indecision candle right here, just really solidified that even more so with the close that just happened about 30 minutes ago. You can see from top to bottom is that 44-ish to about 50K. And that's pretty much this range, lower into this box and right where we're at. And the 200's creeping up. I mean, it does look pretty crappy. It hasn't looked great for a while, though. I mean, it's not that surprising that we're down here at these lows, but that weekly is just what's hilarious to me. Like, this is just so ridiculous because it's even right above these damn bodies, too. I mean, so yeah, it does look really nasty, but as we've talked about the last week or so, until Bitcoin closes a day or a weekly below that 21 EMA, like I'm not really that concerned with it. And like I said just a second ago, how much closer could we freaking get? So, yeah, it's like you can't even tell. So I had to pull it up because it's only $20 or whatever on a $46,000 asset. That's pretty much like pennies, man. That's so crazy. Anyway, we'll see what happens and see if this can hold up about 43-ish. And, I mean, you do have that 200 creeping up, which is right about 40 flat. I think there'll be mega... If we do break that 43, because you do have two tails on these candles, one here, which didn't quite make it lower than this one, but if it did break this 43,000, I'd be looking for a pretty swift move into the upper 30K range. Like, I think it'd be pretty violent and fast if we do break this again. And that would probably be the capitulation area before a very large bounce if we did that. That actually might be a good thing. We could wash out a lot of people doing that. That would take all the froth out. People would be freaking the hell out. Yeah, I miss you guys too. I was planning on coming out there, but you know, my broken foot has really just not helped anything. It kind of sucks. But soon. I'm finally hobbling around without the crutch. I just have the little plastic cast boot thing, so I'm getting closer. I feel like I'll be probably good to drive this week, so that's nice. It's been kind of weird, cooped up, and you can't just go do things. You really take for granted some stuff until it gets taken from you, right? You're like, oh, whatever, just go walk and get in your car and do things. Yeah, it's interesting, definitely. Made me think about some stuff a little bit, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, so if we're just holding right here, it's pretty much okay. I mean, this might be providing a really good opportunity zone. And I think pretty much as long as it holds the mid-30s, yeah, I know that's a good chunk down from here, but this is becoming like, in this cycle and these levels, I mean, this is becoming the attractive rebuy zone between, you know, anywhere kind of in 30,000 in this structure. So, and of course, none of that's on a weekly, none of that's just going to happen here in, you know, a day or two, but it's getting really close. I'm real curious this week to see if we get any further selling in equities too, because like NASDAQ and Russell and stuff were looking a little funky, and we'll jump to those charts here in just a few. Bitcoin gapping down right on the damn horizontal on the 377s, just beating it up, and it did break, and it looks pretty funny just all by itself over here. It's like, whoa, the chart's broken. So we do have that gap will probably get filled at some point. So at minimum, there's probably a good little scalp trade in here from this range before rolling over if you like to do range trading. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty ugly. We already had the weekly last week for that one, so we're kind of gapping below the 21, but this thing has got literally all week to go, so can't really get anything from that. Let's go see what Ethereum's doing. Oh my God, look, Ethereum agreeing with the indecision kind of by market participants. Like, is this going to be bearish? Are we really setting up to sell off, or And look where we did this body, right on the frickin' damn trend line. I mean, thanks. Thanks. Appreciate that. But it's hanging on right at that 3,500 handle that we've been watching, but it's like barely hanging on. And ultimately, it does have pretty good longer-term support at about 3,250, 3,300. And it's right on the 21, so it's really just kind of ranging between the 21 and the 10 until it kind of decides what it wants to do from this little range. You know, it's kind of pretty much neutral with a slight bullish flavor. Just because, I mean, when you're looking at the high time frames, I mean, you kind of have to default, obviously, on any of those to bullish. Yeah, I mean, not really getting much on this futures chart either. Litecoin just barely hanging on. What we don't want to see for bulls is if we start seeing these next couple days like beat up and get some pretty girthy candles to the downside, that might decide what these indecision candles have been. I'm actually seeing on a few of these. I haven't looked at many charts today, so. But yeah, that wouldn't be good. Then I'd be looking for pretty much retests of these horizontals and kind of areas that we're at, and then probably continuation to the downside, which is more of a real possibility now than it has been for a while, and we definitely want to keep our minds open to both sides. And that, like I said, that wouldn't come into play until we like broke down into this region over here. And anything below this red line, this 32-ish thousand zone, oh my gosh, if that happens, we're probably done with the rally. We probably have a really nasty beast mode dead cat bounce off of that, but that would probably call the end of this cycle. So, and you know, it's kind of crazy. We're not even that far away from it. What is it? 28%? Yeah. Shit. Bull's best hold up. What are you doing over here, Ripple? Garlic bread? Man, garlic bread is in a symmetrical triangle, so it's like symmetrical triangle, kind of pennant, double, triple formation there. Weekly is funky, though. So horizontals are really kind of the way to play this, and just price action. I mean, this 618 extension retracement thing from way back over here. That I know that's both. Sorry, it's a retracement from over here. That thing, as long as price is just hovering right around this with the EMAs how they are. I mean, this is kind of just no trade zone unless you're range trading and you're ping ponging. But other than that, funny enough, Stellar looks great. You wouldn't guess that Bitcoin and stuff is sold off by looking at Stellar's chart. Above about 64 cents still. What the hell, man? All right, Jeb is going to say, dude, you're trash. I'm the Caleb. He should have named it Caleb Coin. Or Calab. I don't know how you say his name. But I do know it's Jeb Coin. DOT actually coming back just to retest this zone, but there is no momentum yet on DMI, so that's kind of important for follow-through generally. We don't have it yet, but it is just sitting right atop this 38, 39 level. And as long as it's there, don't really have any problems. Kind of funny we're tapping on this horizontal at $50 as if it kind of wants to go through it. So this is a pretty interesting chart on DOT. All right, same kind of thing as Litecoin. I mean, this isn't even like if you just take out. It's so weird. If you just take out Bitcoin, it's like almost every chart most of them look pretty damn good still. Yeah, I mean, there's like nothing really wrong with this chart. Yeah, it's kind of a maybe tweezer top, something, blah, 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 whatever. But again, most of the patterns, like pretty much every pattern, I mean, they're not much better than 50-50 and what you already can kind of see in price using EMAs. And once you kind of see charts enough with like where bodies are and stuff like that, you know, it's almost wasted brain space a little bit, I think. Anyway, as long as this bitch is holding about $35, it looks okay. And this weekly, I mean, it's not even close to the 10 simple, so maybe it does come back down and test that. But until it gets below that on a closing basis or even just anything, just period, then whatever, it looks fine. Maybe providing some opportunities here And then you look at ADA and you're like, oh, okay, it's consolidating at over $2. Right. Weekly just closed, girthy and above $2. Okay, so this thing is pretty much bullish as hell above $2. ADA, Cardano, wowza. Just epic sideways. Look at that consolidation at highs. We can see that in this weekly chart real good. This is generally continuation when you see this. Because what's bearish about it, just kind of think about the psychology of this. It's like the bulls and the demand is not letting supply go below this certain area after even rallying. So it's like, no, we like it here now. The market, we all agree that it's 90 cents and above now. So why would that be bearish if you kind of think of it like that? Because this is just representing psychology, the market psychology in a chart. That's why price is king. Nothing is better than price. Unless you're like the CEO and you know stuff, like for reals. But that's pretty much like nobody. So for all us regulars peoples, that ain't going to work. All right, more indecision right on top the 21. Still above the horizontal. So, I mean, you do have to lean. Still bullish as long as it's above about 1100. Yeah, I mean, and this horizontal is at about 1,000, so it really is about 1,000 to be fair. So nothing too crazy on this guy. Jeez, I mean, even when you look at these monthly charts and you're just like, dude, it still has room. Consolidating inside of this teal box, that's not a terrible thing. All the EMAs are converging, so I mean, this is actually a pretty interesting chart. Anything back above like 340, I think it will probably come back up and test these 400 area local highs. But anything back below this $300 level, about 290 really, then we'll probably make a new low, and then that'll start being higher low or lower lows, lower highs, and we're starting to flip into a downtrend. So that wouldn't be good. Bulls definitely need to step their bids up right now. Let's see, weekly on EOS, indecision candle, a little doji. But I mean, it's above $9 though. It doesn't look that crazy. Not a huge deal. Does have a lot of volatility on this here. So yeah, anything back below 9 is probably going to come into mid 7s though on this guy. So a little bit risque. XMR, that's pretty crappy. Definitely not a huge fan of that candle. But we're right above the 350 horizontal, so it's like, man, geez. Yeah, this market ain't making it easy. It's only supposed to go up. God damn it. I don't have to think when it goes up. I just buy. Which actually, a lot of these damn charts though still look super bullish. It's kind of stupid. Like, oh man, back to this horizontal. I mean, this isn't super bearish yet. I mean, we're not breaking the trend. I mean, Jesus Christ. Only on Bitcoin. What is wrong with you, Mama Bear? How dare you? All right, again, same damn chart. Zcash. Wow. Okay. Dash. Okay, same chart. We're not making lower lows yet. Do we sell off down to there? Yeah, we could. And is that far? Yeah, it's 25%. But I mean, with the data we got now, I mean, these things are just consolidating at their highs right now. So, I mean, Bitcoin's probably gonna have to break this structure that it's been in for an eternity. In crypto, this is pretty much like about 13 years. So until Bitcoin really definitively breaks this, and this isn't just acceptance at these new levels, because I mean, let's be real, when we pump from 10K to 50K and pretty much go up every single week except for what? Yeah, these are pretty much flat. We're going to count these as flat. So 2 weeks pretty much out of that whole time. So, you know, this isn't unhealthy. So, until this really is like, oh, the major market, which is Bitcoin, says, "No, this is that was distribution, and we're about to dump on your asses." Bitcoin or altcoins are going to probably stay bid. So, we got some interesting charts here. I do like kind of what I'm seeing for possible opportunities coming up. And then you've got Doge, man. What is this? And then you've got the Doji, and this guy, man, it's consolidating 2 days above the 10 simple. That's pretty dope. Let's make sure that this isn't a, what is going on here? Why? Go away. Banner. There we go. Let's see. This might be a 6-1. Yeah, it is, but it's actually above it, so that's cool. So as long as this thing is holding still, that 1,000 level is bona fide. And let's go look at the lower time frame on the dollars. Yeah, we're in the mama hump, but kind of have a little bit of accumulation type pattern down here, slightly. And so as long as it's kind of holding that 45-cent level, maybe like 46 cents, it looks pretty good. Obviously, anything below this horizontal, again, is probably going to get real nasty to the mama average if that does happen here within the next... Shit, only like 10 days, because by then, Mama's going to come in and put that major support and agree with it. So, all right. So this is an interesting range that we've got on the Doge. I mean, hell, if Elon's really going to do what the hell he's talking about, and I usually don't give a shit about that, but I mean, that sounds crazy. Like, I haven't even read anything, but just from some chats and some banter I've overheard, it's just like, wait, what? Doge, like, really? Hey, anything can happen. This shit's crypto, man. Truly is amazing to witness. Yeah, but above 40, mid-40s, whatever. This looks fine. It'd look real sexy if we could get a daily back above 59 pennies, though. Let's see. Yeah, the weekly's even agreeing with that, too. About 58 pennies. Ooh, that would be so sexy. But yeah, still not looking super bearish yet. Oh, let's go over here to see if anything moved real large. Rev chain. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just rev chain. And I know this doesn't have everything on it, like the amazing coin market cap. I just hate this damn font. It's just not easy on the eyes. Let's see. Oh, same thing. Oh, bakery token. So you can get that bread. All right, let's go look at the scanner, see if anything's popping up. BlackBerry. Man, I'm getting so much stock stuff from the Bittrex thing. I really got to go look into that. I don't know if that's available to U.S. customers, but that might be pretty cool because they're like starting to do stocks on the Bittrex platform, so you could just have your money with Bittrex and not use something stupid like Robinhood. All right. I know people probably are like, oh, dude, my Robinhood, bro. Robinhood is garbage. All right, man, these are big wicks, tails, nap. This one looks funky. Nothing really there on that guy. Yeah, Pfizer. Oh, smart credit tokens. Oh, you know that's good. Not. Looks terrible. Nope, nothing on there, so that's not giving us anything cool. Hex token looks pretty damn good. Still doing whatever the hell they're doing. Fork Wars 2.0 is around the corner, I guess. We're going to have like Ethereum Diamond and Ethereum Gold. And is that about to happen? That would be hilarious. I guess why not? Crow, nah, nothing really coming up here. That's lower lows, lower highs. That's booty. Someone is trying to bid it up, though, right here at about 14 pennies on these little double candles. So maybe. Maybe. Not too great. Not too great. Yeah. Waves kind of just waving down, just working its way down. Not too sexy. Everything's kind of just in the same posturing. Right on highs, right in the kind of sloppy ranges. And it's probably just waiting for Bitcoin Just waiting to see what, except for Matt or buy. Buy is actually getting follow through from yesterday. Wow. Nice pump, 20% today. Oh, that's today's candle, sorry. Wow, yeah, we were looking at this nice little formation on it yesterday. Freaking Pumpy McPumpson, dude. Very nice. There's always something that moves. Matic to the moon. You can't stop this shit. Consolidates and get wrecked. Let's see what a measured move on this little flag is. Oh my gosh, we've already exceeded it. We're already in just price discovery mode. Yeah, nothing there. All right, let's go to futures. Let's check out Das Futures. Whoa, went too far. What are they doing? This we will have to zoom in a lot because they just opened. Or we might be able to get a 3 hour. Let's see here. Oh, I guess, yeah, it'll be this it's about to close. All right, cool. So, kind of just chilling above here. I mean, these didn't do terrible on Friday. I guess we're not really going to have much more news than we did on Friday, but you know, some big sell-off days here, freaking everybody out, but I mean, it's still very much bullish in the structure. I mean, the weekly looks fine. You know, we're still above this little range, about 4,100. Until that gets a daily close below that, without any kind of resurgence the very next day, then you got to have that open and close below it. That's why open and close is super, super important. Yeah, so, I mean, I kind of like this. I guess I'm not really going to go through here because we're not going to get much data. We'll just have to probably save that for in the morning. Oh man, let's go gold. Silver and gold though, these charts look pretty stupid bullish. We got this ascending triangle kind of forming on the nice. We just don't have any momentum on the DMI. That's the only thing. Like, not strong momentum. I mean, bulls are dominant, but we just got this nice consolidation right on top of an important horizontal, and right underneath another one, making this woo doggy. All right, daily close above that $29. I think this thing will go to 30 something bucks pretty fast. And conversely, all we got to hold is about 25 bucks. So, looks pretty good. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap it up with that. Be donezo. Unless anybody has a ticker or something they want to look at. And if not, then let's just see if Mama Bear can hold around, what is this, horizontal, about 44.5. I think anything back below probably 44.5 gets us to break this. And then it's over. Bitcoin's dead, and you should just sell everything because it just doesn't matter anymore. Life is over. And the end. Game over. Let's go look at this real quick. All kidding aside, nothing. No buy signals, nothing coming in. Looking bootiest Maximus. So we're just going to close that back down. We're only about halfway through the average time too. So plenty of room for Bitcoin to get funky and also have vicious rally back up to the upside if it wants to play out like that. So let's go ahead and close that biatch down. Just couldn't make it any harder. Let's see. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy because it's like way down here at 20K, which I don't think is likely. What is this, May and August? Oh. Huh. Range bound and rangy. Range bound and sideways for another couple of months here. That'll be interesting. Man, that would be mega uber bullish if we saw something like that. I'm just kind of thinking out loud now. Oh yeah, I already said I was ending this thing. What am I doing? I'm thinking it's like a live trading day, so where I kind of just am like, oh, whatever, it's all good. All right, so bitty bits. Hold on to that 44,000 area. This little wick or tail low, and this horizontal, which is the tail low over here back in February. Let's hold on to that. And if not, then we probably will come down into the upper 30s. So I do think somewhere in the upper 30s is probably a pretty good opportunity zone. And I might have some buy orders down there possibly. And then again, anything back below this horizontal is a 50% retrace, and that's usually bad. That has marked the top of every single rally, or macro cycle, not rally. I have to define that a little bit better. Macro bullish cycle in its history. So, and there was one outlier that was like 45%, something like that. So yeah, that's why this other horizontal, the dashed one, is dashed, because that's like another major. And then this one's red because that's like the mega major. And Ethereum is kind of has this little doji right on here. We'll just kind of see how this plays out for tomorrow. Anything back below this horizontal, 3,300, watchy, probably going all the way down to like 3K. So, but is there opportunity popping up? Only time will tell, and Bitcoin will let us know probably. So that's what I'm really watching. Waiting for some more confirmation on some ideas for buying the dips. And until then, I'll see y'all guys mañana for the live session. Have an awesome rest of your weekend. And until then, peace.